Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading. My name is Nikita Antoine and I am the Oracle and the Tarot. All of my messages are timeless, so when the message finds you and resonates and it's yours at the time in which you found it, there is a thread of fate that exists through all of my readings, so no matter the sign, all of the messages are yours to receive. So I've done your reading with my blended deck of the Threads of Fate Oracle and Weaver Tarot, so you'll be seeing a blend of both of those cards in your spread today. I'm feeling super dreamy, Pisces. I was actually going to say Aries, but I'm feeling really dreamy, and your energy was starting to come through as I was putting, that actually happened last time, as I was putting on my makeup. And I was like really feeling my luminescence, that it's like a moon energy. And as I was making my tea and getting ready to get into a space in which I could do your reading, I like declared to the world that I'm a moon princess, and I just happened to be on the wrong planet. And it was, I mean, it just feels really like dreamy, ethereal. Like there's a lot of like a pastel type of feeling to it. It feels really nice. It feels kind of like traveling the astral realms, and that's definitely coming through in your reading. I mean, hell, I'm even wearing my like my bed clothes. So we're starting your reading off with the Outlaw. Let me show you. We're starting your reading off with the Outlaw and the Ten of Coins. And this was talking to me about, it feels actually like a it's almost like a solo mission. And what was coming through it, because the moon, which is of course like your energy is all over this, it actually feels like you're coming into a wholeness of your energy, and then pulling it from that dream world and bringing it into your manifested reality. And that is exactly what these cards are presenting for me. So speaking about you, kind of, it's like you're stepping beyond what is like is reality. It's you're looking beyond what is reality, and you're going into that inner land, that inner dreamy, I mean, it's just the beauty of Pisces, right? Like that dreamy landscape that resides within you. And I mean, yeah, it is setting you apart, especially with the Outlaw and the Ten of Coins. It's like it's setting you apart, but what's actually happening is that it's pulling you into like a fuller expression of all of the bits and pieces of yourself. And that's what it, because I see this Ten of Coins as, yes, it can be what do they say, like family, right? Family, home. But I see this one in particular as like home within self. So it's like you're gathering all the pieces of self, the pieces that exist in reality and that also exist beyond the veil, the aspects of you that exist like spiritually in this astral realm. And I'm seeing you, it's almost like, actually, it's not almost like, it is. It's like you're opening, because this is like this feels almost like a door opening, it's like a grand vista. And it's like you're opening this grand vista and exploring that moon energy, the inner depths of like of who you are, right? And next with the moon, and it's followed by the warrior, this is speaking of it, you know, it came through very strongly as like a spiritual warrior of the astral realm. I mean, even with the outlaw, it does feel very solo, but it's like you're going into okay. So it's what's followed after the warrior is the four of swords. And this was speaking to me about like it's like you're discovering your ability to travel the astral realm and kind of like experimenting with lucid dreaming. And just there is with the outlaw energy, it's coming through as, hang on, I have like way too many cards in my hand. It's coming through as just exploration of this brand new vista that you've discovered in your dream realm, in the dream realm. And what's coming through is that this is kind of like a phenomenon that is just happening to you. It's almost like you just wake up you wake up into that because in your dreams, what's happening in your dreams is reality in that moment. And it's like you're waking up into that reality, not quite knowing exactly how you got there, but then also still like you're exploring. And there's if you're experimenting or trying to experiment with lucid dreaming, there is guidance here about, so this, the Four of Wands was talking about, that's funny, I said Four of Wands, it's actually the Four of Swords, but it's talking about finding a peace that, it's like, okay, so when you're experimenting with lucid dreaming and you're trying to see, like, I guess to basically like confirm that you're in a lucid state and you can explore the astral realm. It's talking about finding a, I don't know what you call them, but it's like it's not a trigger. It's like an element that you see. Okay, so what's popping out is this watch here, and it's talking about when you see like a particular item, say it's a pocket watch, that's the signal that you know that you're in the astral realm, and you are like, that's the reality that you're experiencing in that moment. And so it's wanting to be a signal for you to like realize that you're one in that realm, and then also stepping into this like a spiritual warrior of the astral realm. It's like when you get there and you see the signal that, okay, we're in the realm, in the dream realm. I know I'm a spiritual warrior of the dream realm. This is what I need to do next, right? Because the time, it's coming across as like the time and the space in which you're in that is limited. So it's asking to use it wisely. And that can be done while you're sleeping, but it can also be done in meditation too. So because the Four of Swords speaks about meditation as well. So it can be done both ways. I always find that when I go into meditation, I just end up falling asleep. So I don't know if that maybe that will resonate with some of you. But if I sit in meditation, I instantly fall asleep. Of course, yes, I do end up going into that realm. So maybe perhaps it's like using, like, as you're going to sleep, using this meditative state to push you into that lucid dream. And what you are seeing in this dream state is, so with the Three of Swords and the Death, I love this Death card. This is probably one of my favorite. It's got to be one of my favorites, like, of all time. So what you're seeing in this lucid realm is you're seeing your heartache, but there's a new aspect to it, because there's this fuller, grander vista, like in the 3D reality, the fullness isn't perceivable. And so when you go into that lucid state, because I always see this Death card as the glory and beauty of death, and how it has this, how through death the transformation process can bring about beauty. And it's like in that state, you're seeing the beauty of your heartache, of just the trials and tribulations of, I guess, life, really. And if things haven't worked out, and if I'm not mistaken, in your last reading we were talking about you having to, like, leave something behind. So perhaps you are still dealing right with this heartache, but it's in that lucid state that you're able to see the beauty, actually, of what it brought to you, because you have it's like you're seeing a higher perspective of it. And really interesting, actually, at the bottom of the deck is the Hanged One, which talks about shifting views, shifting your perspective. And so you're shifting your perspective of this heartache into the Two of Cups. It's absolutely fascinating. It's actually, like, what I'm seeing is when a tree falls in the forest, like, it's devastating. It looks, not only does it, like, crush all the plants that are underneath the tree, that are in the, in the zone of where it falls, but there's this beautiful tree that has been, like, removed, right? It's died. And what I saw was all of these, I mean, even in this Death card, you can see all of these mushrooms. These mushrooms that are sprouting from the, I don't know, from the decay, right? And it's like from one singular, I guess, species, if you will, of tree, there is a magnitude of growth that comes from it, in the forms of, I mean, absolutely, like, it's like just different colors and different types of, like mushrooms, right? There's all different types of mushrooms that grow from this decay. And mushrooms, to me, also speak of interconnectedness. There's something on my lip. Hang on. There we go. Now it's not annoying anymore. It's speaking about interconnectedness that is under the surface. For me, the connections of mushrooms talk about like the, oh, there we go. It's like the telepathic and psychic realm. It's speaking about the under the surface, right? So we're talking about, I mean, it is again confirming in that lucid realm for you. And it's like you in your wonderful spiritual, you know, luminescence, wonderful spiritual warrior of the astral realm are taking this energy of the heartache and you're transmuting it into the Two of Cups. So you're transmuting it into this, it wants to come through as like a very tranquil and peaceful state. It's that pastel, like pastel colors. Oh my gosh, that's really interesting because isn't it pastel? The guy who, like, I can't remember exactly what vaccine it is, what he discovered, but I can't remember the vaccine. Anyways, but pastel discovered by accident, actually, and that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like you are like kind of just doing this by accident because it just is a part of you. It's like you're just discovering a part of you by accident. And what happened was he had, I can't remember what the bacterium is, and he like had a sandwich or something and he left the sandwich on the table and the sandwich ended up growing mold, and that mold in particular was able to transmute, well, we're gonna go into this like more of the spiritual, I guess, aspects of this metaphor, but it was able to transmute that bacteria into right, the peace, right? It's like through that vaccine, it brings about right healing, wellness. With the reflection, it's talking about just peace and tranquility. That's really interesting. I did not see that when I looked at these cards initially. So it's like you're seeing in your ability to do this, what's actually happening, because you are self-reflecting and you're looking at it, which is absolutely stunning and lovely. It's pushing you, because I'm seeing these swans. Well, one, it's talking about the grace and tranquility of a swan gliding over the like serene waters of your psyche. But what it's also doing is pushing you further deeper into your psyche. It's like as you keep going and you keep transmuting it and seeing this beauty of what the experiences, the heartbreak experiences actually pushed you towards, which is what they've pushed you towards, looks to me like wholeness. It's also, it's like you're taking a deeper dive into your psyche. And you're showing up here again as the Sovereign of Swords paired with the Pillar. And I'm seeing this as, with the Sovereign of Swords, it's talking about your claim, the claim of your thoughts. And I wanted to speak about how now in this moment, in this reflective period of yours in which you are discovering all the little bits of yourself, right? Especially this dreamy, lucid astral, you know, spiritual warrior of the astral realm, this piece of yourself, it's like you're also realizing that you are not your thoughts. That you are well more than that. That your thought, it's like now you have an understanding of that your thoughts are not defined by, well, hang on, how am I trying to say this? I'm going to try to articulate this. This is like, it's like being able to witness your thoughts and know that they are not defining you. That they are just like these, you know what, they're like clouds. I'm seeing clouds that drift by. It's talking about clouds that drift by. That a thought is just another cloud that drifts by, and then another thought comes, and then it drifts by. It's actually linking me back to that meditation. This is years ago. I used to do this meditation in which I would actually see my thoughts as clouds, and it's like I would just let them drift by. And I would just notice them and acknowledge them, and I would just let them go. And they would drift by. And then I was like, as I got deeper into this, it's like I realized that the clouds, right, the thoughts, although they are a part of the sky, they are not the sky, if that makes sense. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Why am I going down this trail? But it's that the sky is what holds it. So I'm seeing the blue. So I don't know why I'm getting sucked back into this like watery realm, and it's like that's only a small aspect, and it doesn't define the entirety of, I guess, your psychic realm, right? Because I'm seeing this pillar as, it looks like it's underwater. Because there's, focus. There's like this, it looks like there's like coral that's growing up, or like, it just reminds me of like Atlantis. And it's like, it's almost like you're letting, okay, so you know how in the ocean they have like ocean snow? I guess is what they call it. It's like those are the clouds, right? And all that ocean snow just drifts by. But although they are in the ocean, they are not like the entirety of the ocean. And it's like, that's what you're realizing. And when as you're stepping through this pillar, sorry, my nose is like going crazy. As you're stepping through this pillar, which is talking about the veil, which is speaking of the veil of your manifested reality, and then your psychic realm. And it's like, as you move through and into that, it's like you're discovering by accident your, I know it says fate, but it wanted to come through as like a cosmic egg. So it's speaking of like spiritual inheritance. It's really interesting because now I'm noticing, hopefully you can see, there's remember that I was talking about that, the snow in the ocean? Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. It's like all the dusties that hang out in the ocean. It's like, look at all the little dusties, and it's like you're realizing, okay, yeah, let's just sift through all of that. And then as you're sifting through all of that, you're finding it feels like it's by accident. Because you're in the joy and the beauty of just exploring this realm, right? And it's like you're finding actually, oh wait, this is my spiritual inheritance. And with what's coming next is, like at the end of your reading, what's coming next is, okay, so actually, yeah, let's just show it like this. So it's like you're finding this egg, right? But it's got all this stuff around it, right? You can't actually like get to it because it's, you know what I mean? It's at the bottom of the ocean, right? So even with this like Atlantis idea, it's talking about how like just over time, like things have started to grow on it. Like there's, like, coral bits that are on it. There's, little bits of like algae and just things that it's talking about. It's not completely like, I guess like, it's not that it's pure. It just needs a little bit of cleaning, I guess is really what, it just needs a little bit of cleaning. But it's like, you know what it is like? It's like a geode. If you're out like looking for like crystals and rocks, it's like a geode on the outside just looks like a plain regular old like rock, right? But then when you crack it open, it's like there's a entire, I wanted to say universe, an entire universe inside of that geode, right? So it's like you're finding, it's like you're finding your divinity, right? You're finding, oh my god, it's so cute. Ah! You're finding that you're a moon princess. It just is what it is. And that's so amazing. And then in the end of your reading, it's like this is what is inside of your egg, which is the release. The little frog. I love little frogs. And then surrounded around it, right? Like in that geode, is the underworld and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in particular for me speaks of, it's actually been coming through a lot like the Skeksis castle of the dark crystal. Aren't we just talking about crystals? Okay. And it's speaking about like your essence being trapped in the Skeksis castle. And it's like you, oh my god, in your spiritual warrior self, right? You've gone to the Skeksis castle and you have like found your spiritual inheritance, your geode, if you will. And like this doesn't feel like you're having to fight anything. Like I know I'm talking about warrior, but it doesn't feel like you're having to fight it. It actually feels like it's being just given to you in a very like calm way. It's like because you dove so deep, like especially with this underworld, it just feels like it's being handed over to you. I mean, yeah, it's got to be cleaned up a little bit, right? Especially with the frog, like it just needs a little bit of cleansing, just some water to clean out the outside and get it all shiny and new, and you know what I mean. But it's just being handed over to you, and I'm seeing you as this little frog. Oh my god, I love this. And it's like you're grabbing it. It's like you're just like yes. And you grab it, and then as you grab it and you're pulling it out, you're literally pulling it out from your dreams, and you're passing back through the veil, and this is what we're talking about, right? And you're bringing it, that aspect of you that you're bringing it into reality. It's like you're bringing all the aspects of yourself and putting them into reality. That is absolutely stunning, Pisces. I love this reading. It feels really good. It feels really dreamy, actually. It feels really nice. All right, Pisces, thank you for watching. If this resonated with you and you would like to watch the extended, the link for that is in the description box below. If not, I'll see you next time. Big love to you, Pisces. Bye.